Today we are unboxing and testing the AA and AAA rechargeable batteries from Linogy. They have a Kickstarter right now. It's going really well for them. There's a lot of interest in this type of product. Most rechargeable batteries, from what I've read, are not using lithium-ion chemistry in their batteries. They're using nickel metal hydride or something else. So it's very exciting to try something this new and this cutting edge and this fresh to the market. They did not sponsor this video. They did send me the product to try out for free. I don't usually do this, but I did give them the opportunity to review the video for technical accuracy before making the video go public. And having said that, after the review, no changes were made to this video. I guess I just got the technical details down. So let's get into the unboxing. Ooh. So there's a bunch of stuff in the box here. An 8-pack. These look like AA's, or they're called AA Pros. These are 3,600 milliwatt hours. This is a box of a 4-pack of the AAA's. They're 1,300 milliwatt hours. You can see right there on the box. Got another box in here. What do we got? What do we got? This is the AAA battery adapter. Fun fact also, the charger, we're gonna pull it out next. It's also a storage box to hold up to 40 batteries, and it will charge different battery chemistries and different brands and all that. So this is the main box. Whoa, nice presentation. That's awesome. I love this. Check that out. We're looking good here. Let's unwrap the power to go further. So cool. They make these boxes so much fun to open. Keep doing it, guys, keep doing it. Okay. We've got some instructions here, and true to the channel, we're gonna set those aside for emergencies only. Take the charger and case out of the box. Wow. This has got some weight to it. This is a really nice presentation. In the box, there's some other cardboard things. It looks like there's no charging wires or anything. I just want to double check. Great, so nothing else in the box. Really nice box though. Our packaging is tape-free, plastic-free, printed with water-based ink on craft paper. So they're trying to save the planet every way and any way that they can. Some of their marketing has to do with saving the polar bears. I have a lot of time researching whales. I like whales a lot, and I'll put some shots in here so you guys can see some of my work with whales. I love whales. Anyway, let's get back to the product here. One of the things that I give a lot of thought into is what's more important, the product itself, the usefulness, the dollars that we spend buying a product, or is it the messaging? Is it saving the planet and things like that? And so it's such a balance, right? Like, I think that we all want to do the right thing for the planet, but I think that most of us aren't in a position to spend money hand over fist to do it. And so the product's got to work. It's got to hold up to its marketing, and that's what we're going to be testing today. I've got some fun tests lined up. So let's finish opening and unpacking the box here. It says use a certified, it looks like USB-C. After all the batteries are fully charged, they fall into the storage bin automatically. That's cool. You can also release the batteries manually by pressing the button for 3 seconds, and there's environmental protection data on the e-ink screen. So on the front of the charger, this is really cool, and this is an e-ink display. I don't have any power going to this, it's just on, which is the cool thing about e-ink, I guess. But it gives me a number for the number of batteries that have been charged, and then it also says how many kilograms of CO2 has been reduced. So that's a really nice presentation. This has got some weight to it. I'm gonna open up the drawer first just to see what we got in the drawer. Oh, okay. So this is the USB-C wire. High quality wire. It doesn't have any info on how many watts or anything like that. And then the battery storage tray. Oh, it looks like they've got some ribbon there so the batteries don't want to slide around. And what else do we got in here? Some dummy batteries, okay. I'm not sure if these are dummy batteries or if these are actually the adapters to use the AAA's in the charger. But I also have a box of those, so we're gonna open that and we're gonna find out. For now, we don't need that. Okay, let's get into this. I'm really excited to try this out. I'm gonna plug in power first. I'm gonna just plug that right in. Okay, so first power on. We're gonna open that up. It's got a green light. Some of the lights here were flickering. I think that our first test is going to be looking a little bit more into the AA batteries here. So we're gonna open these up first. Again, very nice presentation, recycled paper. I don't know if this is important to you or not. It's important to me. The different language that they use when marketing new products. There is a difference between milliamp hours and milliwatt hours. Most batteries use milliamp hours as their measurement. It's a measurement of the capacity. Milliwatt hours is a measurement of the capacity times the voltage. It's very easy to overlook. 3600 milliwatt hours is not the same as 3600 milliamp hours. And if other batteries, and I've got some that we're gonna take a look at today, if other batteries are using milliamp hours and you're using that number to compare this, it's not an apples to apples comparison. You divide it by the number of volts. So the math on that, if you do the 3600 milliwatt hours, if you want to translate that into milliamp hours, is gonna be dividing by the voltage, which is 1.5 volts for a AA or a AAA battery, and it's going to give you a little over 2,000 milliamp hours, which is comparative and similar to some of the other batteries that are rechargeable on the market. We're going to look at those next. For right now, we're going to open these AA's up. Just have to follow the arrow. I'm so bad at directions, you guys. I just want to like rip into stuff and go for it. Oh. Wow, they look beautiful. I will say that. How cool. Lithium-ion, they've got the little lithium elemental logo on the side. These are just beautiful. I like all the colors. I like how you can kind of pair some of them too. I love it. It's looking really good. Okay, so here we are on the actual battery. A second ago I spoke about milliwatt hours versus milliamp hours, and on the battery itself it says 2400 milliamp hours. Okay, so now we're getting into the apples to apples kind of comparison right there. But these just look beautiful, a very stunning presentation. Again, we want to make sure they work. We want to make sure that this is not all about presentation and polar bears. If we're going to spend our hard-earned dollars on something, we want to make sure that we get what we want. I'm going to take a quick reading with a multimeter to check the voltage on these. If you guys don't have a multimeter at home, I would just recommend getting one because they're so useful and so cheap. They're good for 12 volt, 1.5 volt, 24 volts. So we're going to put this on volts, and we're just going to check. We're reading 1.37 volts is what we're reading just starting out. And so they're probably flat. They're probably at the lowest voltage that they could be usable right now, right out of the box. Maybe they'd work in a remote controller, maybe not. Here we are. We're going to go ahead and put these in the charger. And on the top of the charger, there is a very clear minus and plus sign on the charger itself. So you want to make sure they go in the right polarity. There's also a notch that's really cleverly cut out. So we're going to put those in. The instructions probably tell us what the different flashing lights mean. And my guess is it's going to go through a couple flashes to indicate that it's reading the battery, deciding what it's going to do, deciding on the battery's chemistry. Is it lithium-ion? Is it nickel metal hydride, et cetera, et cetera. And it's going to start charging. We're going to close this and set that aside for right now. We're going to move on to these AAAs right here. We also don't need this anymore. Okay. Opening up the AAAs. Nice box here. The AAAs are rated at 1300 milliwatt hours. And so that's going to be probably around 900 milliamp hours if we want to do an apples to apples comparison. I think that when we're reading numbers to compare, we should all speak the same language on those. So wow, really great presentation again. I just love the colors. You know who else is going to really like these? My wife. She's going to love the colors. They're kind of pastels, really beautiful. These aren't very heavy. They probably weigh less than a normal AAA. On the side of the battery here, we're reading 1300 milliwatt hours. Next, I want to take a look at the AAA battery adapters. As you guys saw with the charger, it only is built to accommodate AA batteries. And if we want to charge a AAA, it's physically going to be too big and they're just going to fall. The adapter here must be meant to help make them fit. So let's take a look at this. Oh, okay, cool. So it looks like the adapters just slide right into the charger, and then the batteries go right into there. After some quick fiddling, I did realize that this is not going to go in on one of the ends. It's going to go in on one of the middle slots because the way the corner's set up. So anyway, we're just going to slide it in here. I'll show you guys what I just figured out. Snap it in. It's a very gentle snap. And then we're going to pop these batteries in there. And, oh, I pushed that one a little bit too hard. Come on, baby. Okay. Okay, batteries, the lights are flashing, and we're good. So that's how we charge the AAAs. I'm curious about what these dummies are for. Are these also going to charge the AAAs? Or do we need these to... The AAAs fit in here? Oh, they do fit in here. Okay, cool. So this gives you the chance to run a AAA in a device potentially that's designed for a AA, and then also maybe that's how we charge on the corners here. Yes, okay. Let's just do one more and dress it up here. It's got batteries all over the place. We want to make sure we get the polarity right, obviously. One of the big points on the unit here was, I guess if you hold down the button for 3 seconds or wait until the batteries are charged, they're supposed to drop. I don't know what to expect from the AAAs here that are in the little holder here, but I'm gonna hold this down and see if they drop. Maybe you can see them down here. You guys see them down there? Let's just hold it down and see what happens. They all dropped, even the AAAs. That's stinking cool, man. I like that. And then they're down in the tray here, and they're just all lined up in their little slots there. There's like little ridges in the tray that hold everything together. I like that a lot. Cool. I'm gonna put these back in the charger because I do want the AA's charging up. So I got stuff to use these for. Go ahead and leave a comment down below. Tell me what you're using your AA batteries for. Charges 8 batteries at a time. Kind of like how compact this is. I've got battery little cardboard things kind of all over the place, and this is just gonna help keep all the batteries in one tight spot. This is also gonna recharge competitor batteries, and we're gonna test that next. So these are brand new. I bought this just for this video out of my own pocket, just so everyone knows. And they have, this is the Energizer Recharge AA's with the charger. It wasn't very expensive. So it's a wall charger. It just plugs right into the wall, charges up. It's got the lights on the front, 4 batteries at a time. It comes with 4 batteries in the set. And these are rated at 2000 milliamp hours, which is pretty similar to these guys. I'm gonna take one of these out and put this one in. Let's see what happens here. Yellow, yellow, green. Charging. Lithium-ion batteries are supposed to be, generally speaking, lighter compared to alternatives like alkaline and nickel metal hydride. So let's see if that's the case with these batteries, or if it's just a bunch of fluff. Now, I do have a scale. I don't know how accurate it is for 1 battery at a time, so we're gonna be weighing groups of 4 batteries at a time, just so that we can kind of average things out a little bit and then probably get a more accurate reading on the scale. So I've got the tray here that came with the batteries. We're gonna set that right here. We're gonna tray the scale with that on. $77, almost 78 grams, significantly lighter than the Energizer Recharge. That is gonna make a big difference. And if you're wearing a headlamp for AA batteries or AAA batteries or anything like that, there's a lot of other applications where the weight really does make a difference. And if that is important to you, keep in mind, these batteries are really lightweight. So I'm just gonna say that I'm blown away. The Linogy batteries are 72% of the weight of the Energizer Recharge. So if you're wearing a headlamp or something, or if you have a battery, God, that's just a lot lighter. 72% of the weight. That's a big difference. That's really significant. And that is one of the advantages of lithium-ion batteries. That's why your cell phone uses them, things like that. We're also supposed to get a lot more charges out of these. So far, I'm really excited about these batteries. Obviously, we're not gonna know more until we actually use them and test them. Stay tuned for the next segment of the video because we're gonna do a head-to-head comparison to see which battery has a bigger capacity. Is it the lithium-ion AA's from Linogy, or is it the Energizer Recharge nickel metal hydrides? Let's find out. All right, everyone, so we ran through 3 tests with those Linogy batteries, and the results were not exactly what I was expecting. And let me just read those results to you. You're gonna see them on the screen too, but the Linogy's, the first contest was versus 2 AA Linogy's and the Energizer Recharge. The Linogy's went 3 hours and 12 minutes, and the Energizer Recharge made it to 4 hours and 12 minutes. So obviously those recharges did go a little bit longer, but you can definitely tell that they slowed down. That fan speed, you can see it's oscillating in the video, even in the time-lapse video, you can definitely tell. And so there's a big issue with that for some devices, but for other devices, like if you're running a fan or a kid's toy, that gentle, soft voltage roll-off isn't gonna be a big issue. But for something like a remote controller or a gaming system or something like that, you wanna stick with the Linogy's because you're gonna get all that power up front, and then there's no roll-off. It's just drained and then basically shuts off, as you can see right here in the video. And for a good measure, I did the exact same test a second time with fresh batteries and got very, very similar results, so everything's consistent. It was 3 hours and 13 minutes on the Linogy's for that second test. The Energizers made it 3 hours and 57 minutes, and that same oscillation is present. You can see in the time lapse, and so that's why I slowed the time lapse down a little bit toward the end so that you can see the fan speed changing a little bit, because it's not consistent there. The third and final test we did, I wanted to see how these Linogy's stacked up against traditional alkaline batteries, and I did choose the Brain NAND Energizer Max because that's what I use, because I feel like they have more power than most AA's. And so in that test, the Linogy's made it 3 hours and 17 minutes, again, very consistent, and the Alkalines made it 6 hours and 8 minutes. Now, that's almost twice as long. You can still see the oscillation. Granted, the Alkalines do look like they have more usable power, but the issue is that you're only going to be able to use that power one time, and then those batteries, you got to throw them away. These Linogy's in this test, we're going to be able to use those 1,199 more charge cycles versus the Alkalines where we had to throw them away right after the test. And so I am looking forward to spending more time with this. My wife loves the box and the colors of the batteries. The way that the batteries drop when they charge is super cool. And I'm going to be ordering more batteries to go with this set because I just think that they're beautiful. I think that they work great. I'm going to be slowly converting everything that I use that takes AA's and AAA's over to the Linogy lithium-ion system because I just love it so much, and I like that I don't have to keep buying them. So I'm going to get one set for everything, charge them when they die, and then just go for it. All right, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. Leave a comment down below and tell me what you're using AA's and AAA's for today in 2026. If you got anything from today's video, please like and subscribe, and thank you so much for tuning in. Have a good one.